welcome to my studio. Today I will be showing you different methods of blending acrylics as well as brushes and products that I use. This is a piece I did with acrylics and I will be showing you how to blend like this. For example, look at the candy cane, how blended it is. Not the glass ornaments because they have a lot of reflections, so you cannot blend it as much as I did with the candy cane. Anyway, let's get started. I have a little piece of cardboard that has some acrylics that was pre-used. I'm going to tell you what I will be doing. First of all, you're going to be blending two colors, right? So you have color number one, let's put it like this, color number one, and you have color number two side by side, and you're going to be blending those two colors. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to be doing excess, in which you bring this color into this one and you bring this color into this one. So you're going to be doing excess on that line to blend those two colors. That is the way that you blend when you're doing also oils. When you're doing oils, you do it that way. That is method number one of doing this. So what colors you use is not important. I do have in here, this one is premium, Traditions, which is a little bit thicker than the Americana. These two are Traditions and these two are Americana. But it doesn't matter if you combine this different type of paint. This is, I just want to show you the method. So this is titanium white, this is oyster beige, this is soft black, and this is black. So we are going to try to combine these. And the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm using a flat brush, and I'm going to put the colors side by side, these colors, side by side. So I put the color number one. I'm going to wipe my brush. Instead of using water, I'm going to wipe my brush in a palette paper, and I'm going to go to color number two and put color number two in there. Probably I put more of number two, so let's put more of this one. And what I will be doing is I'm going to be mixing in the middle of those two colors. And I'm going to be doing the blending right here. So I'm doing excess. And blending those two colors together. So you do excess where they meet. Notice that I'm wiping my brush. I think I have a good gradation of color in there. And that was method number one. And if I want to go darker, I can go a darker color in here and go the same. Wipe my brush and then blend it with the excess in there. Probably doesn't have enough color in there. So I'm doing excess. I'm cleaning my brush because I'm gonna go into the white color, light color. And now I'm going to go into the white and place the white next to this. Again with the X's where the colors meet. Okay, so this is method number 1. Method number 1. Let's go to the second method. So method number 2 will be with doing float, what is called floating. And this is the method that decorative painters like to use. Since I painted a lot in oils, I like to do the method like if it was oils. But the decorative painter, what they do is, for example, you start with this color. And then if you want to shade that, you will do a floating of this color. And this is a floating. I'm going to put a video at the top of how do you do this if you want to see it more closely what I'm doing here. So they will go wherever they want to add the color, and they will put this, and this will make a gradation because the color in here, the color is stronger on one side, and then the water is making the color spread across the brush. So when you put this in here, you're blending this into there. And then I blended that color in there, and then I can put, I'm gonna clean this, I can put more of the color in here. So this is the method that decorative painter will use. With floating. Instead of this method, they will use the floating. So that's method number 2. And you do the same with the other colors that you're gonna add. And I'm gonna show you another method of highlighting or shading, because the reason that you do this, all this, is because you wanna have different values, correct? So when you want to create form, you select different values of a color. For example, in here, I have the white, different values of this cream color going to the brown and black. So when you want to have form on an object, you select 5 values at least of each color, and that way you can shade and highlight the object. And this shading and highlight can be done with the method of blending like oils, or it can be done with the method of floating. But I'm going to show you a third method. Third method is called dry brushing, and I'm using a dumb round brush, and I'm going to put, for example, I'm going to highlight this. Let me go closer again. And I'm going to highlight in here, and I'm going to use the white to highlight, which is the color that I needed in there. And I'm going to use, let's use a clean paper towel. And what I'm going to do in the paper towel is I'm going to remove as much as I can of this color. And then I'm going to highlight this with this. I probably need to put a little bit more of paint. And I'm going to dry brush this in here. Depending on what I'm doing, I may use any of these methods. So it's good to have knowledge of all of them. So now I'm going to clean because it has the light color if you want to put the dark color in there. So let's clean this brush. But if you clean this brush and you're doing dry brushing, you have to make sure that you remove all the water before you start all over. So I'm going to now, even though this is not too good, let's put a tiny bit more of the brown in there so we have enough to shade. And this is supposed to be, when you're doing dry brushing, you do dry over dry. So let me dry this for a second. Okay, so let's dry brush the black in there. So I put the black in the brush and I remove as much as I can, and then I come in here and I add that black in there. So this is the third method, and I'm going to show you now what you can also do with other mediums. So these are mediums that you can use that will help you with the blending. This one is called Extender and Blending Medium, and then this one, Drying Time Extender Medium, and the Canvas Gel Medium. This is mostly used on canvases. So if you apply this medium, it will help you extend the drying time so you have more time for blending. So let's use one of them. It doesn't matter which one you use. They all have the same purpose. And what you can do, you can either put the medium on the brush, you can put a tiny bit of medium on the paint, or you can put it in the surface. So let's put a tiny bit of the drying time extender in here. And let's put it on the surface. It is also on the brush because I'm putting it on the surface with the brush. And make sure that you do not put an exaggerated amount in there. And if you think you put too much, you're going to take a paper towel and blot it. That's all you need to do if you think you put too much. So let's put then the first color, and I did it on this small section in here. So let's put one color, wipe the brush, and put the other color. And when you're using the medium, you use the same process of the excess. What the medium is doing is just helping you keep the acrylics wet so you have more time for blending. But it's nothing else. You just have to do the same method. It's not a new method. It's just a medium that will help you with the time that you have for blending. Okay, so I hope that this video will help you in your process of painting, and please, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and tell others about us. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.